Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Rookie Card Collector 123 video. Today's episode, we're going to continue our look at the Professional Football Hall of Fame True Rookie Cards. These Football Hall of Fame rookie card videos have seemed to start gaining some traction here. Seem to be going over quite well. The Premier Hockey Hall of Fame rookie card episode also did pretty well. The one that's lagging behind at this point seems to be basketball. And I assume that's primarily because vintage basketball is a really tough thing to collect when there's so few sets out there. And nothing goes back earlier than 1948 Bowman. So, picking up where we left off with the football rookies. Today we're going to begin, with players' last names, starting with the letter G. We're working alphabetically. We began from the last names beginning with A. And the first one today is going to be one of the biggest and most popular football cards, vintage football cards ever produced. And it's going to be one of the all-time great running backs, which is Red Grange. And Grange is going to appear in a multi-sport series. It's actually primarily baseball players, but there was also some other sports and celebrity stars as well. And that's the 1925 to 1931 W590. So this was a strip card series. They were printed in strips of 10 cards, all black and white. And it's a horizontal strip, so the cards are all side by side. And you'll see the borders around the portrait image in the center. These strip cards, in order to receive a numerical grade from the grading companies, they've got to be cut so that there's full borders all the way around. So oftentimes these tend to be cut very tight, cropped towards the photo, and would only receive authentic grades then. But Red Grange, one of the earliest star football players, running back, one of the all-time greats. He played back in the era right after Jim Thorpe, very early days of the Professional Football League. So Red Grange, true rookie card, extremely tough to find this one. It's a 1925 to 31 W590. Next to that, we've got another very rare football rookie. This one's going to picture, let's see if I can get it to focus a little better. This one's going to picture the Bud Grant, who was the longtime head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, the football team during the 60s and 70s. Vikings team that lost 4 Super Bowls that they went to, I believe, all during the 70s or one in the late 60s and then 70s. Bud Grant's rookie card appears in the 1954 Blue Ribbon Canadian Football League set. So, as you can imagine, very scarce issue, very difficult card to find. Population reports on this one, I believe, are under 10. And years ago, when I was collecting Hall of Fame football rookie cards, this was one of the few cards I was never able to come across. So Bud Grant, true rookie, 1954 Canadian Football League card. Next up, we're going to have a more modern card. This one's going to be a 1984 Topps Darrell Green. Green was a secondary cornerback for the Washington Redskins during the 80s and into the 1990s. And Green was widely regarded at the time he played as probably the fastest player in the National Football League. He ran back some kickoffs as well as playing his defensive role. And appears in the 84 Topps set, a very popular set, which also included, among other Hall of Fame rookies, Dan Marino, John Elway, and Eric Dickerson. Next to Green, we've got another Green, but this one's spelled with an E at the end of his name. So this is Mean Joe Green. fearsome defensive end for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Leader of the Steel Curtain team that won 4 Super Bowls during the 1970s with Terry Bradshaw and Franco Harris and that group. Green, I believe, was the first star player that the Steelers brought in when they began that 1970s dynasty. I believe Terry Bradshaw came in the following draft. So Mean Joe Green, one of the best defensive ends in NFL history. True rookie card for Green is going to be this 1971 Topps. He's in the regular top series from that year. These are popular cards. The very colorful borders. The top half is one color, the bottom half is another. This one is blue and red. And picturing a nice portrait of Green there. Next up, we're going to have and one of the all-time great Green Bay Packers. And this is Forrest Gregg. Gregg was an offensive tackle and one of the leaders of the offensive line, which opened up the holes for the great running backs that the Packers had in the late 50s and 60s. Paul Hornung and Jim Taylor. And Gregg is in the Football Hall of Fame. His true rookie card would be this 1960 Topps issue. 60 Topps came right before the Topps in Philadelphia started splitting up the AFL and NFL players. So Forrest Gregg appears on the 60 Topps with the Green Bay Packers. Next to him, we've got Bob Griese. Griese, all-time great quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. Has the prestige of being the only quarterback to lead a team to an undefeated season in 1972 when the Dolphins went 17-0, including the AFC playoffs and then Super Bowl win at the end of the regular season. Griese actually missed a decent part of that season with injuries, and his backup, Earl Morrall, led the Dolphins through several of those wins. But Griese's true rookie is the 1968 Topps. And very attractive card here. The color scheme seems to work out very nicely. And one of the more popular Football Hall of Fame rookies of the 1960s, Bob Griese. Next up, we've got one of the Hogs, Russ Grimm. Grimm was the offensive guard for the Washington Redskins. This was during the John Riggins era, during the 1980s, late 70s, and then throughout the 80s. Redskins were always the top team in the NFC. And Grimm was an all-pro numerous times and also into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Again, he's another one of those rookies that appears in the 84 Topps set. Very popular set and lots of Hall of Fame rookies in there. Next to Grimm, we've got Lou Groza. Groza was a place kicker. I believe he also did punting with the Cleveland Browns. And his true rookie card appears in this 1948 Kellogg's Pep set. So that was a cereal. These were kind of small cards that came from Kellogg's cereal. I believe it was a multi-sport set. I think George Mikan, the Basketball Hall of Fame great center, is in that same Pep set as well. And there's a couple of other sports included, but the Lou Groza true rookie 1948 Kellogg's. Next up, we have one of the all-time Oakland Raider greats, Ray Guy. Guy was a punter, and I believe he was the first punter ever elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. During his playing days, he was widely regarded as the best punter in the National Football League and probably in NFL history. His rookie card appears in the 1974 Topps set. Very interesting card in action pose. Obviously playing the Kansas City Chiefs, who were one of the chief rivals of the Oakland Raiders during the 70s. And a nice, unusual in-action shot of Ray Guy. Next up, we've got Joe Goyan. I might be pronouncing the name a little bit wrong. He's one of the early professional football stars. And like many of the early stars, did not have any playing days cards. So he's going to appear in this 1975 Fleer Immortals, a commemorative set, picturing him in the top half of the card and then some brief bio information on the bottom. He played on the Canton Bulldogs, where Jim Thorpe played early on in professional football. Next up, we have George Halas, Papa Bear, as he's known, and he's got a little bear logo in the corner of his card, actually. His rookie card appears in the 1952 Bowman series. This is one of those cards, or this is the series where they made a large set and a small set, as they are known. The large set is basically about the size of like a 52 Topps baseball. The small set is more like a 1948, 1949, 50 Bowman size card. So Halas, of course, a great Chicago Bears coach, won NFL championships with the Bears, was with the team for many, many years. And popular rookie card, 1952 Bowman. The large cards are a little rarer and a little more valuable than the small versions. Next to Halas, we've got Charles Haley. And Haley's true rookie card appears in the 1987 Topps set. Haley had his best years kind of split between the 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. And I believe he's won the most Super Bowls of any player in NFL history, as he played with the 49ers during their 1980s dynasty and then with Dallas during the 90s Cowboys Super Bowl wins. So Charles Haley, awesome defensive end, defensive lineman, and 1987 Topps rookie. Next up, speaking of great defensive players, we've got Jack Ham, another all-time Pittsburgh Steeler defensive great, part of the Steel Curtain team of the 70s. And Ham was the middle linebacker. I believe he was a middle linebacker. Jack Lambert was also one of the linebackers, all-time great as well. But part of the linebacking core, along with Lambert and Andy Russell, that was a key in the Steelers' 4 Super Bowl wins during the 70s. His rookie card is from the 1973 Topps set. That's the set with the colorful banners hanging on the side of the card, top and bottom. And nice image of Jack Ham there. Next to Ham, we've got Dan Hampton, another all-time great defensive lineman, defensive end, best known for his 1985 Chicago Bears, leading the defense there to one of the best seasons in NFL history, as the Bears lost only one game all season and went on to destroy the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl that year in January 1986. And Hampton, one of the all-time sack leaders at the time he retired in NFL history as well. Rookie card for Hampton is the 1981 Topps, same set as the Joe Montana rookie, and one of the more popular 1980s Topps sets. Next up, we have Chris Hamburger. Hamburger was a linebacker primarily for the Washington Redskins, and his rookie card appears in this 1967 Philadelphia Gum Company series. This was the time period where Philadelphia was doing the NFL players and Topps was doing the American Football League teams. So Chris Hamburger, 1967 Philadelphia Gum Company. And the last one we're going to look at today is one of the all-time great offensive linemen in NFL history. I believe he made the All-Century team for the 20th century, the 1900s. This is John Hanna, star guard, offensive guard for the New England Patriots. And his true rookie appears in the 1974 Topps football series. So that's going to wrap up today's episode on the Professional Football Hall of Fame True Rookie Cards. We got to look at another 16 players. We'll continue next time with players beginning, last names beginning with the letter H, and move forward from there. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys again on the next one.